the heck this works. Okay. Alright, done. Well, I mustn't show that maybe. Okay, let's just go here. Okay, full screen, size, Revit. Okay, straight into it. Switch on my keystrokes, right? Switch on my keystrokes quickly. Then we can see what I'm doing. Okay, good. Alright.
Okay. Can I explain to you what I've done so?
Okay, yo, what's up?
Okay, so I tried putting in my plant wall that I was telling you about, right? So I was watching videos of like how I can make plant wall, and one of the people were like, you can go to Revit City to download like a family of just the plants, and you like put it onto the wall. So that's what I did.
Okay, yeah, so what you've done here, this will work only in render mode. But this is going to look, if you go to the sections and elevations, it's actually going to look, it's not going to look great at all. Okay. So if I just go to your ground floor quickly and start creating your working copies as well.
Oh no, so these are mine. This is Abby's.
Which one's yours?
Wait, do you want to go to the floor plan?
Yeah, where's?
So it's the floor plan view.
This one.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is your shop over here.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, good. So what happens with these things? Actually, they don't read that bad, but they do. You see, they've got these weird shapes to them. The only time these things will read well is if you go to Fine and you go to Realistic. So I usually don't put these things in Revit like this, just because the only time you actually see these things is when you're rendering. And for this exercise, I could have put those plants in Twinmotion a lot quicker than doing this. Okay, so these plant things, I'd actually create the frame where the plants sit, but don't put the plants in.
Okay, so you just create basically the wall.
Create the wall, and then with the openings. Because now you'll see the plants. Yes, but the only time you're seeing it now is in this render view. Okay, so yeah, it's for what you're trying to achieve. It might be a bit of an overkill. So, and you can see these things they read funny when you look at them like this. It looks all squiggly. So this is where I would use my AutoCAD library with some little plants, and I'll just make them and populate them in 2D.
How would you do that?
Okay. So this is going to take time. I think your machine's about to blow up. No, it's a good laptop.
It's a good one, so I need to replace my battery. Just give it such a hard time.
Okay, let's just let this sink. I've made a mistake here. I've clicked the realistic mode. You see, this model's going to be a nightmare to work on. Okay, so let's make this fine. Okay, make this. So I'm going to show you very quickly how you're going to fix it. And this is how you're going to draft your stuff. Okay. The stuff that you can't model, you draft. Don't waste your time trying to model stuff. It's going to take too much time. Okay, you can see just this thing alone. If you had switched this view on, you've lost 5 minutes. Okay, and you don't have time to lose at the moment. So we need to work smart. Okay. Alright, so let me just hopefully go to shaded. Good. Alright, now let's fix this guy. So let's grab that guy. Okay. So I've used that section tool just to grab these objects quickly. Edit group. I'm going to select these things and delete because this is just going to cause chaos. Oh, wait a minute. I'll see what you've done here. So edit this guy. Edit family. So what I'm going to do here quickly, watch this. Oops. Is there a reason why I made them like this?
I didn't, so it just came like that from the system.
I know that. Trust me, that person should be shot. Okay, watch this. We're going to fix this quick. Override existing. Yes, I like the shelving. Okay, so the shelving works well. And yes, I know that the walls, try and make the walls match the shelving. just so that you don't have that. You can, if you want to have that overlap, that's up to you. Okay, and let's just go and start fixing your view so that this starts looking correct on your sections, plans, and those type of things. Okay, so let's just say finish that. Now, I'm going to go to ground floor.
That's not my ground.
It's in the same. Let me just go to view, close hidden. Close hidden. Okay, what project is this? Okay, let's close that. What's that?
I was trying to make an archway from my.
Okay, I'm gonna. No. Okay, I'll show you how to make those quickly. 3D view.
Oh yeah, so my staircase, I have a crossover staircase, and I'm trying to make it, but it keeps on turning out as the one that you just saw.
No, you can't. You can't. You have to make them. I'll explain. Sometimes you got to mold these things in place. Okay, so this guy, I'm going to use that as well. Okay, so this is your floor plan. You're always looking at the same thing. Okay, it's in the same model, so don't stress. Now, what I'm going to do is here you've set up this view. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up these views quickly so that we can start working on this stuff correctly. Okay, so this one I'm going to switch back to shaded. Because ultimately for Albury, all that you have to give is construction drawings, technically. So here's your shelf here, here's the shelf here, and we've got a floor plan. So let's just quickly go to these elevations and sections. Yeah. Everything's set to the correct scale. Maybe make these 1 to 50. What scale are you guys working in?
For design.
Or
Construction.
everything is going to be 1 to 50 for you guys, more or less, because they're small. Okay. Here, you're not interested in seeing the level change beneath, and because there's a roof here somewhere, a concrete slab.
Yeah, so the first floor is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good. So what you do is grab, this isn't in the wrong way, let's just move this out the way. Grab this guy. So technically, you're going to see just that, in essence, for your shop view. Watch this. So here we're going to use a combination of drafting to kind of get the end result. If you're getting stuck, this is what you do. You go to annotate. Now, I'm going to start using regions. So in annotate, this is all drafting. It will only be in this view. It's not 3D, it's only in this view. Okay. So I'm going to go and say filled region. Here I'm going to go and find my concrete hatch. Now I'm going to create a quick slab. So typically a slab starts on top of this level, goes to the side. Now it's usually 255 deep. Now if there's some other beams, we'll add those in now. Select all of this work and you're going to change this to 6 concrete. This is drafting line work, switching your line weights now. 6 concrete, and sometimes this gets built into there, but I've got a feeling that this is an existing slab. Okay, so let's just move this up, sorry, select this guy, move it, that will snap, move that hatch on the brickwork sometimes, yeah. No, that's wrong again. Just use the line command, line. Guess what? This is starting to, let me just grab that line. That should be 255. Let me just edit it here. Edit boundary. 255. Good. Now, if you want to add in beams.
So I actually have exposed ventilation in my as one of my design concepts. It's transparency. So, do I not need to go in, like, physically draw out each?
Hey.
So for my exposed ventilation, right? That's one of my design principles. So, do I not need to go and draw out every single?
No, but what you need to understand is you don't have to create this. This drawing is you're creating an illusion. That's mine. Sorry. You can. Good. Yeah. Cool. Thank you. No worries. Shane, will your computer still work though? Yeah, you're good. Good. Okay, good. Now you can see I've drafted. This is purely drafting. I haven't modeled a thing, but I'm making this look correct. Now, if you want to go and add inducting, watch this. If you go to annotate now and you go to region, I'm using a masking region now, not a filled region. A masking region will just hide stuff in the background. Now watch, I'm going to create, so now this is ductwork. So here I'm going to draw Watch this. I'm going to draw a bit of duct that comes to this point, and then it's going to make a circle where it will come towards me. So say now the duct is that big, the ventilation ducts, for example. Okay. Now I'm going to go and create a bit of line work. So line work. So it'll come through the wall, and it'll now follow. Now these things scale up sometimes, but I'm going to do this roughly. You can go and add the detail, but for now. Now these are always closed. These are always closed loops. Okay, and you're going to use a line size scale. So either 2 or 3. So you just use 2 or 3. Make sure that this is 2 or 3 as well. Because line weight, this is linked to a line weight. Split this guy and trim. When I finish this, you'll see it starts hiding everything behind it. Now I go to annotate detail line. Now I can go and start using thin lines. I can start using some line work to help finish this detail. So here I can go snap center. So now I can go and draw like little vents, rectangle. I can draw, and you're doing this roughly at this stage. You're going to have time to refine this and model this stuff. Now you go to annotate. Again, you can go and here you just need detail line. Here you can create. So center, that's a little vent where the air comes out. Watch that. Oops. Grab the stuff. Nudge it up. Now, center, that was a vent. I can go to annotate region, filled region in this case. Again, line weight 2 or 3. I can make this 3 if I wanted to stand out a bit better so it looks like it's more in the foreground. 3. Now I can go and find a hatch that will work for me. So let's say use this horizontal. Watch this. Rectangle. Watch this. There's my little, okay, the hatch is not correct, so let's edit. Horizontal 3 mil. So let's maybe change this to a modeling type hatch rather. So let's grab this guy, edit type, duplicate, horizontal. Let's call it horizontal, that's fine. Duplicate, horizontal, louver. Sorry, caps is on. Anyway, go here. You go to model hatch now. Now there's a whole lot of model hatches. So maybe those louvers are 25 mil or 50 mil. So let's just use the 50 mil for now. And this will be great because usually this is, you don't want it to overpower your drawing that much. But let's maybe make it black for now. Good. Press OK. There's my little louver hatch. Now, you make this thing a group. Group. Okay. Now watch this. Array. Go from there. Watch how quick this is. From there to there. So center, that's my aircon duct. Call this last. And there's 5 of them or 4 of them. Does that sometimes. There's 4 louvers. Come on. Oh no, sorry, my bad.
So just the array tool kind of make multiple of them.
Yeah, so array, what I should have done, last object, that's good. So from there to there, 4, enter. Why is it not entering? 4, there we go. They're my ducts. But watch, if I edit this and I move this up, guess what? They always align. So Revit's trying to make these things, so check. I've made some air conducting very quickly, but if I go align this object with this object, guess what? They're all going to line up perfectly. If I change any of this, but check, there's my air conducting. Yes, this pipe's coming towards me maybe, but that's all you need to show. Exposed. Now, to make this look a little better, here I'm going to go to masking region again, masking region. But I don't even need to do that because technically these hangers, if I went to architecture, again, annotate, detail line work, here, make the hanger a little thicker. The hanger goes from there and meets this guy. Guess what? There's a rectangle now where this thing holds this thing in place. Watch how clever this is. It will automatically find the line work to work. So 25. You just make one. Again, make one. 25. Good. Select all this stuff quickly, make this a group.
And then
hanger.
As well.
Yeah, hanger. Now this hanger, you move this. Now you can move this grip to a point that works for you. Move this guy now, put it over here. Watch this. Again, array. This is all preset now. Sorry. I should have used that grip array. Just be careful. From there to there. Check this out. Now I'm going to say that's fine. Now click on this dimension 6 because they might need more of those. Here if there's a clash, you can ignore this from the array. You can actually hide this object from the array. So yes, it's part of the array group, but you can actually go and say edit group. You can actually hide this thing from the array. Okay, so you can actually hide these objects from their array themselves, but the array will still function. Okay, I'm just trying to find that command here. It's I think it's a modified, something to do with the array tool that you can hide stuff. Because technically this is part of the array. I think you got to collect this dimension, but you can hide these from the array. Okay. I think you just go to hide in view element. There we go. So now, yes, the array still works, but if we go and say, if you go here and you can reset it, bring back unhide element. Okay. But you see, that's almost worked out perfectly. I haven't modeled a thing. This is quick. See how quick it was?
So it's quick because you know how to do it.
It's just you guys need to understand you must not model everything. There is a point where you're going to have to stop and kind of tell Aubrey the detail. You're not a mechanical engineer. If you had to go and model all this stuff, if I go to systems here, to make this air conducting work, if I go into mechanical section here, so let me go to HVAC. If I go in here, guess what you're going to have to learn? You're going to have to learn how to put all of these parameters in, make all these sizes, understand how the calculations work. You have to put all these formulas in. You're not a mechanical engineer. You draft it. Now in this view, but what's neat is, watch this. You're going to be impressed now. You grab all this stuff just like this. Control C, just like I've done. Go to my section view, Control V. But here I can go modify, paste and place. Paste and place. Align to current. Align to selected view. No, it should have. Control V. It's supposed to just paste and place. Okay, let me just try and. Yeah, so what you do is you move it in you have to have a plane setup. But there I've connected it straight to I connected this straight to the same level. But what's neat is, watch this. Edit boundary. Let's get rid of that. Delete that, delete that, delete that. Trim. That with that. Watch this, align. So using the align command, align it. Voila. That. Well, jeez. Align that with, come on, that. There's my concrete slab. This guy, now I can move this, edit this, and now the arrays are still going to work. Okay, now the array, it broke because you have to copy the dimension as well. If you don't copy that dimension line that constrains it, it breaks. But it's so easy. If I go DI, and I'll use a dimension from there to there to there. If I select this object, oh yeah, this doesn't work with these. You've got to use little reference lines inside, but that's fine. But I can easily go and realign these up. These guys again, because they're groups, I can move these again. I want to now, because this is a masking region, edit boundary, grab all the stuff. Now you might want to have two circles. So copy that one, mirror, find your midpoint. Grab that. What I like about Revit, what's neat is, if you grab this and you just use the move command, sorry, it's not set like mine, move. Because say now it's returning like that. No, that did not work. It's supposed to have moved everything with it, because technically it's a joint line. Anyway, so technically if you do that, and it's supposed to do that. See that? It automatically knows that it's finished. Now I can simply grab the circle, copy, center, snap C, center, SC, snap center, SE, snap end. Okay, cool. So now this guy, now you can just nudge that, sort this out very quickly. Sort this view out, put this on a sheet, put your dimensions in, put your notes in. You hide this level in this view because that level means nothing to this view. Sorry, hide element. Hide in view element. Because technically it's not visible. Okay. But yeah, look. This might be existing. You might have to put this on the existing layer because some of the stuff will be, it's always going to be a solid gray. Okay, because it's existing. You can pull this down more.
Would the other one also be a solid?
Yeah, but if I go back here, watch this, grab this guy, fold region, E on your keyboard. That's all. As far as Albury concerns, the lecturers are concerned, there's an air conduct in there. You haven't spent 2 days trying to model an air conduct. Okay, there is time, there will be time to learn this, but don't stress. And now let's look at the plants. Let's focus on getting your plants sorted now. Getting these sorted nicely. Very easy. You're going to go and say File, New, Family, Generic Model, New Detail Item, sorry. Detail Item, New Detail Item. Detail Item. New Detail Item. Good. Now, you've got that AutoCAD blocks file I've given you on your machine.
Is it from last quarter?
Yeah, you remember you download that thing with all the trees and things in?
I think so.
Okay, we'll see. Maybe you need to find that file quickly. Go to OKU and then just go and get that AutoCAD class files. Yeah, no, it's AutoCAD class files. AutoCAD block file. Just download this file, then we'll open it quickly. Okay, it's in downloads, hey?
I think it's
Sure, I've got to leave at 3. I've got to go and get my last. Okay. What do you need help with?
We chatted this morning. So I just want to find out about exporting. So I was able to export the aerial image, but I'm kind of struggling to export the one that has the golden footprints.
Oh, you print?
So yeah, so what I did here is that I did Google printing.
Yes.
Okay.
Set your scale.
So the scale, I just did 1 to 1000.
Yeah.
And then I left it as is.
Okay, then print.
So when I say print,
Usually takes a bit of time. Let's see, hopefully. Oh, so you found a plan?
no, I just went to where you told me to go.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So
Okay.
I saw that they have this, but for some reason on OpenStreetMap it's not there. The footprints aren't there.
Yes, that's strange.
It's very weird.
Oh dear. That's now your AutoCAD. Let me just see if I can use this without. Let's see. Now I think this should be good. Let's see if we've got some time here. Okay, good. So maximize this. Maximize this quickly. Now here you can see you got. See this? So here you got a whole lot of little plants that you can use, and I wouldn't go too nuts. I'll use something generic. Yeah.
yes.
Okay, so don't go. So some of these things have got hatches which you don't want. So I would find something like that. Huh?
How do you know the difference?
You see, this has got fill-in. So if I go Control C, what you do is you start a new file in AutoCAD, new, and you drive it using just the browse more templates. Did it export?
No,
Nothing.
It ended up being blank.
Oh, jeez. That's strange. Yo. Yeah, no, that's strange. That is strange. Maybe you're going to have to take a screenshot of that somehow. Okay, anyway, let's check. Okay. Sorry, let's just go new here. Browse templates, and I just want... Where's the ACAD? This one here, DWT. Okay. You just want a blank empty drawing. Control V, and you're going to put this around the the origin. Let me just see. DR. So say now this is my plant. DI. You can do a couple of these. I'm just going to do one. Grab everything and explode it. Okay. Explode it. No. Explode. Explode this. Now this, delete that. Delete that. So you just want the line work. Make sure this is all on plants layer or planting. So make sure it's by layer, by layer, by layer, by layer, which it is. And it's close to the origin. So move this. Move this.
So why do we have to do this project on Revit?
You can draft it if you want, AutoCAD. Rather learn Revit now, because if you want to do the end of your end of the year project,
Is that Revit?
you can use ArchiCAD. You can use what you want, but it has to be in CAD.
No, because I realized that after the first session, like the first quarter assignment with the learning, I got used to CAD. And then
You can do
it was
everything
so
in CAD.
differentiated.
I know. That's why I taught you CAD, because not everyone's going to enjoy Revit. Okay, so now, if I go to Insert, no. In AutoCAD, save this, just like this, File, Save As. Save this in a good location. Just press Continue Sharing for me, please. So go File. Oh,
Is it not happening?
no, don't worry. It stopped working on my side. No, there we go. So I'm going to go File, Save As, and here we're going to go and say Desktop, and you're going to call this plant, give it a good name.
Is it working for you, sir? It's not working on my side.
I know, wait, it's just slow, don't worry.
Okay.
Delete that. Desktop. Plant. Good. Now, in Revit, all that you're going to do is you're going to go and say Import CAD, Desktop, but move these things in a good location. Okay, so put these in a good location. Watch this. Plant. Here you're going to say millimeters. Make sure. Open. Voila. So now you're going to have a nice little plant in 2D only. You explode this, fully explode. This becomes a Revit little project now. But now make sure that this is on the plants layer subcategory. Now you can make this masking, so you can actually put a little thing in here to mask stuff at the back. But in this instance, I'm not going to worry about that. File, Save As, Family, Plant. I'm just saving this on your desktop again. Please move it into the location. So you're going to say plant 1. Okay, insert. Now you're going to go load into project. Okay, it's the wrong view, but if I go to this view over here, so say I'll go and say architecture, annotate, component. Here's my nice little 2D plant. Now we grade these out because planting is secondary. It should not dominate your. So here you go to manage. You're going to go to object styles. Okay, you're going to go and find detail items. Now guess what? There's a plant layer here now. That must be 1 and that must be gray. Like a hatch. You can go make a few of these. Different types, different sizes. You can go make a few of these, all different. So you can make 3 or 4 different plant types. You can put them together, but watch this again. Array. From there to here. Did you come right?
No, still giving it.
Monday, come see me Monday. Yeah, it's going to be a long one here. I can see it. I'm going to get home at 6 tonight. Watch this. Now, watch this. Grab these guys. So now you can say select all instances in view, because guess what? They're the same group. Control, array. Array from now. This one I'm going to say second because I want to keep the spacing. So from there to there. Now, watch this. Grab that guy, and I'm going to say I want. Usually it goes right to the side here. I need 5 of those. Or maybe 6. But you can go and spend time and make these look a bit better. But you see what I've done there.
So technically, in in section view, it is going to look like this, but I can annotate to say that it is a green wall.
Yeah.
And it would technically pass off as a green wall.
That's correct. So I'm just using this planting to decorate this view. Okay, because everything else is starting to work. Okay, everything else is starting to work, but you just need to say this is a green wall. Okay? So likewise with this thing, I would put that information in. I wouldn't go and waste. Technically in 3D, there's nothing there. Okay, I would make this a thin little stud wall as well. I would duplicate those and make those stud walls. A thin internal. Yeah, I see this wall. These walls we don't use. I'd make this a 115 existing wall. And group, that's fine. Okay, and you can change the material so it's grey. That to me makes more sense. Because that wall, just to build that wall, yeah, that's going to be, okay. Now, in section view again, so let's just go to section view 2. Here you can just show a little bit of plant, you can scribble like a grey line. Here you could have actually gone to annotate, detail line. Here there is a hatch line that we use for that, it's reserved for that. Here you can go and create a little...
Okay.
And you can go and make it scribble, 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 scribble. So it kind of looks like planting. Trust me, it's purely symbology. Okay, but you can see, so anything, you can draft 99.9. Revit's drafting tools, all of these tools are very intuitive when you're drafting. Way better than Revit, AutoCAD. Because what you draw is how it prints. Okay, so you can see this is not going to be too much of a challenge if you stick to this workflow. Okay. Now, with your, let me just help you with this, your ceiling plans, which should be this ground floor one. If you're going to look up at your ceiling plans here, you draft in the ceiling. So again, annotate. So depending how the ceiling is going to work, you can literally draft what it's going to look like if you can't model it.
Okay.
So say now I want a ceiling grid, a 600 by 600 ceiling grid. Okay, I might just have to set this higher. So let's say ground floor ceiling plan. Let's just change this. There is a video on how to use this, okay? And view range. Here, let's make this 3 meters. Because now we're seeing the wall, let's maybe make it a little higher, because you just want to see the ceiling. You wouldn't cut through that other stuff, okay? Here you've got a little glass where somebody stands, okay? But now, say now I want to show my ceiling panels quickly. Guess what? Filled region. And there is one in here. If I start typing in 600, guess what? There should be a 600 by 600. Or let's call it roof tiles. There is one already. So let's just duplicate. Let me show you how to make one. Edit type. You're gonna, and this will be masking as well. Okay, so it's a masking filled region. This is going to be 600 by 600, so it's going to be a model hatch. Guess what? There is a 600 by 600 rectangle already. This is grade. I'm going to call this roof tiles. Oh shucks, duplicate, my bad. Don't do what I did, roof tiles. Roof tiles, okay, now it's roof tiles. Everything is preset, everything's good. Press OK, good. Now watch this. Pick line tool, tab, tab, tab. Should have. Let's just do that. You see what it's done? It's picked the line of the walls. Snap that to there. Snap this to there. I could have just drawn a rectangle, it would have been quicker. But you can tab and select wall faces. Okay, that to there, that to there. Now, usually with the 600 by 600 ceiling grid, they have a shadow line. Go and look at any office. They'll go offset, offset again, tab, voila. And this is usually a line weight 2 maybe. So line weight 2, if you don't want to add more of these, just use 2, 3. Those are line weights, pen styles. Finished. Okay, there's a yeah, trim. It's not a closed loop. There's my ceiling grid. But guess what? Align that with that. There's my ceiling grid. There's my ceiling plan. Then you can go and draft in light symbols where your light's going to go. Or if you've got a bulkhead over here, watch this. If you grab this guy and you go say edit boundary, pull this to the side. Now you can just use some fill again. Now you can use a masking region. Because this is a flush plastered ceiling. So this could be a flush plastered ceiling. But I could use a plaster layer for this because there is one. But I can just make this a filled region for now. So technically, now that's a bulkhead. So say now the ceiling comes down, that's a bulkhead. Or okay, then you can put some lights. If you've got a ceiling design, this is all that you're showing them. Here's my ceiling plan.
Wait, so my ventilation, does that count as my ceiling plan?
Oh, you're going to see that underneath here now. Oh, because it's exposed.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, in that case, what you would have seen now, you would have seen it just like that. Detail line work. Now you're going to use, so let's just go here to detail line. Watch this, line weight 2. Watch how quick this is. So say now, this is my reticulation or my ventilation. Watch this, recreate similar. Arc tool, watch this is so quick. So say now these bends are all the same radius. You can set the radius here to 300, for example. Now, you need to offset this either side by a certain amount. So say now it's a 300 ml duct. Here I'm going to go modify, offset, 150, copy, tab, tab. Ta-da! There's your line work. If there's a new duct, there's a branch that goes down here. Click on this, right click, create similar. Now going to layers. Select this line, offset, 300. Split line tool. So split this up, split line tool. Voila. Voila. Trim. Trim tool. Way more intuitive than AutoCAD. Check that out. That's a duct. Then you can show these little things here in groups again. You can make a group. But there's your aircon duct. And then this guy, here you use this trim single. So say the duct went out there somewhere. Sorry, let's just go. There it will go out your room. And this is where it ends. Your duct will end here. Maybe come down to a... Okay. You get that? So I would, if you're running out of time, stop modeling, start drafting. Because what is neat, you can go to shaded view and you can, if you use these masking regions, you can give this a color. So instead of using a masking region and annotate, you could have just used a filled region with a color. Then you can leverage the look and feel of this. You could leverage this color with this information. Okay. But it's actually, these things will work every time. It doesn't matter what, if you go to shaded view. Okay. So it's not a train smash. Okay, and everything, if you use the dimensions, guess what? It'll snap to all of this stuff. The whole time. Check that. Spacebar, continue them. Okay. Your doors look fine. This looks fine. Here you can see I did that little scribble. Here you just, interiors, you guys don't show, you don't have to show the base. You're actually more focusing on the interior of the shop. Here you might just do some drafting line work, how you come out of the building. Okay.
Wait, so can I bother you with one more thing?
Yeah.
My stairs.
Okay, let's go.
Crossover stairs are not working. Because they keep going at like a certain angle.
Okay, so let's just see.
It's kind of shown on my floor plan.
Look, you're getting there, but don't stress too much, okay? Don't stress too much. I think I deleted the stair.
No, so, oh yeah, you did you just like take it out from the view?
No, this is, everything's in this project. It was a block. You're making it in a block.
Yes, I was trying to make it into a
No. So here you actually do the stairs in here. So how does the stair look?
So just go into floor plans view. Okay, so that's...
Oh, they come up and go down again.
So, wait, can I just grab a...
Be with you guys shortly. Who else needs help?
So it's basically like that. So
Oh, yeah, no, that's good.
yeah,
That's
so
good.
that becomes
That's a landing, and then you go down, you go down.
both ways. Yes.
Okay, watch this. Watch this. So what you do is you go architecture. Okay. Stair. All right. You're gonna create one run. So that stair, where does it go from?
So
Ground to that mid level. Hey.
it's from
Ground to courtyard. Yes.
ground. Yes.
Yeah.
Ground.
So that's the first step there. Done.
Wait. So what did you do?
I just literally drew a stair and I went
Okay.
done.
Okay.
Now this one I'm gonna copy. And I'm going to rotate this guy. But literally, watch this. If I click on this arrow, I can change the direction of which way the stair flows. You can actually change that.
Oh,
But
no, the stair on that side is right. The other side is the other way.
now I'll explain. This is going up 1 to 7. Use a line. Line that with that. Okay, now I'm going to go and create a landing. So landing, draft landing, rectangle. 3D view.
So you've got to be kidding. Do you know how long it has taken me to do this? This is ridiculous. It took me the whole day yesterday.
But that's the
to try to do
problem.
this.
If you're battling to model, just draft what you want to see. Then you come and ask me, then I'll show you.
So sad.
But don't stress. Make the mistake now rather than at the end of the year.
No, that's why I'm not giving up on it. I'm
No,
trying
good.
to do it.
But you can see. Look how perfect that stair is.
That's exactly what I want in the first place. It wasn't happening according to how I wanted it. So wait, so they're on different levels, right? So how do you align them to their levels? Does that make sense?
Oh, wait a minute. Your floor's deeper then.
Yes.
Okay.
My floor goes
All right.
down.
Now you've. Let's just double check something here. Let's just go to. So what we have to do. There needs to be another level here. So let's just finish the stair. There needs to be another. It's this level here. So level change. Okay, watch this. Go in here. Here you're going to say from level change to ground. This slab. So there's a slab in here somewhere. So let me just go to my section again. Now look, you guys, this is complicated, okay? It's not, I know it's not ground floor.
Oh, so this is the one Abby's work.
No, that's fine. Let's go to, no, let's just go to floor plan. Okay, so technically, this one will go from here to there. Oh, no, this one goes from here. My bad.
Just before the land.
Yeah, this goes from there to okay.
Wait, so how did you do that? Like, what did you do?
I just aligned. So I'm going to use the line tool. That must be aligned to that. That must be aligned to that. Okay, I'm going to leave that for now. We can fix up the little nuances just now or later on. Look, just accept this is a learning model. So this one, I'll just move the step now. Move this. Everything will move and we'll get rid of those landings. That must go to there. No, should have. Move. Element will be deleted. Okay. Okay. Now, something's, yeah, move that. If your line mates are annoying you, you must just go and switch them off here. Okay, while you're working. Okay, now in 3D view. So now in 3D view, yeah, we should have actually worked. This is, yeah, anyway. We're going to create a new, all of these walls, so tab all of these walls, because technically all the stuff in the background must work with this level now.
Yes.
Okay, so that, you're going to change this to level change. So go to 3D view. I would select all these back walls, all of this stuff. This must work also from that. Okay, but I'll just use the walls for now. Leave that in place. That. that must go down from, so location, level change. Okay, now your level change view. So in this floor plan, so it's got a level change. This must technically become your floor plan view. Okay, if you've got changes of level, I would work on this level now because everything that you do in here must go on the correct level.
Okay.
So in here, I'm going to duplicate this view. I'm going to say rename, duplicate with detailing. I'm going to make this new ground floor. Rename, new ground. Oh, sorry.
So the original plan view, I must use that view to work on my.
No, you use this plan. You use that other one to work on the front of the shop.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
Sorry, geez, it's getting worse and worse.
It's
Maybe stop. Maybe stop there, otherwise our ground. Okay, good. Now, this new ground level, VG, switch off the imported categories. You don't want the site link information anymore. You just want a nice clean plan so you can start seeing where this stuff is starting to work, where the slab is in relation to that slab. Now all that you do is you go and create a new floor slab. Here's a new floor slab. Finished. Now watch this. If I go to my section now, it's going to start looking correct.
Okay.
Voila. Here you can draft in. So say now, if I go to 3D view, here I can draft how the concrete step works. Don't worry about trying to model this stuff again because technically I can hide this in view and then draft like I did and show how the concrete, here you can make it all one line. Drafting. You can literally draft over this with filled regions and masking regions. So you can mask everything and then draft what you want to see. Okay, so I would change this level to be outside natural ground, NGL. NGL. So you know that's NGL. Okay, this will be my ground floor. Okay, so NGL, that's fine. This courtyard we can hide because technically that should have been the level of the courtyard. So hide that in view. It's not relevant. But now you can see this is starting to work well now. This floor you can just, in this view, you can just drag it underneath because technically what you're going to be seeing is this. I have made a video of how you go and draft this stuff to make it look correct. But
So
check.
will you put that all in like a playlist?
It says in the playlist.
Oh, it is in the
Yeah.
playlist.
If you go to Revit, that's a bottom one. It's called SDP. There's 5 videos. If you watch the last video, it's exactly how I did all of this. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so
Good.
much. Thank you so much.
Glad to be of assistance.
Can I stop?
Yeah, you can stop sharing. And I'm just going to make sure that this thing's streamed. So let's just go and say stop streaming. Stop streaming. Let's go to YouTube quickly and see if it's there. Live streaming.
So how do we like make appointments with you for like the next few weeks before the exam? Is there like
Let me discuss it next week. Let's chat on Monday. I'm going to see you guys on Monday, then we'll see what's going on.
so
Because I've got the
classes end
second
on-
years. I know classes are ended, so it's more support.
Okay.
So it's not going to be fixed times as per class, but I just also have to give some time to the second years, okay? Yeah, this worked. This actually worked, yeah.
That's wonderful.
Let's go to content. I just want to see. It should have... Oh, wait a minute. It goes into a different category. Goes into... Where's it go? Dashboard. Okay, where did that stream go now? Where did that stream go? Content. Maybe it will appear now. Let's just see. Shucks, I hope that thing came in. Live. Oh, here we go. Live. Here it is, yeah. That was now. Let me just check. Live. It's busy processing. Okay, so let's just see. I've stopped streaming, so let's just see. It looks like it's there. Because I think these take some time to process. Interior. Oh, yeah, playlist. Watch this. Okay, 300. Watch this save. This is pretty cool, actually. It's going into my playlist, and let's just go to channel content now. Ah, there it is. Videos. Okay, let's just click on this thing, and let's see if I can play the video now. Okay, I think it's going to take some time to upload, so keep it connected, eh? Keep watching. Yeah.
Thanks, sir. Thank you, sir.
But it'll be in that playlist of OKU 300 on YouTube. Okay.
Okay, thanks, sir.
Cool. 4 views, 4 people watching this. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Wish you could see who is watching. Oh, that's done. Don't know how good the quality is, but it'll go to HD once it's ready. Ah. Okay, but it's just, I think it's still going to do its thing, so let's just make sure that that will. Okay, good. Webcam, manage. Okay, good. Live streaming. Connection, excellent. Okay, it looks like everything's worked, so let's give it some time. It will. Alright, good. Code.
So it's 8893
8893.
3657
Sorry, I pressed too many there. 8893.
657
Mm-hmm.
7747.
Arthur, how's it?
What have you?
Yeah, I prayed for the weekend. Yeah,
Only got
another to couple of
2.5
minutes.
hours to
Oh.
What
They're
are you
actually
up
doing
to?
some cool stuff. So I control their laptops from here,
Ooh.
and then I record the stuff and stream it on YouTube, like make little videos, and I help them remotely.
Of whatever instructions.
Yeah,
you
so
give
then, so I give them support. So we have these little support workshops that we do now. So
them. What is that black thing? Column.
it's actually, she's done quite a neat job here.
Why are there different shapes of columns? Oh, is it existing walls? Okay. And what's the new wall made of? How thick is it?
90.
What's its frame?
That I don't.
You don't know.
Not off the top of my head.
What do you think it could?
I do like the interior structure.
Yeah, the support of it.
I know that it's the aluminium, like it's almost like a C channel. So they first put up like that frame and start putting, I don't know if it's plasterboards, but put plasterboards on and then like plaster over it so it gives it a seamless.
Well, not bad.
Skin.
Aluminium is a bit expensive for framing, but there's cheap alternatives. Have you heard of LS? LS is it F? No, LSG.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah, it's like a
LGS, isn't it?
yeah,
LGS.
and it's like a pre-coated, like looks like a galvanized little. It's an extruded section that they put inside. It comes to the machine. It's a continuous roll, and they just pump it out.
It's called light gauge steel.
Yeah.
But LGS doesn't.
Yeah, it's
sound
got a
right.
weird,
There's another
and
name.
it's coated. It's
Yeah.
pre-coated.
That's much cheaper. Or you could use timber, which is probably more expensive, but then you've got fire issues as well. Are you interior? Or?
Interior.
Yeah, so it saves me having to drive because sometimes they come, they don't have a mouse. Then you're trying to do it on trackpad, and you're trying to.
But are you doing it for everyone?
I have support little sessions from time to time, yeah. But I try and record, and every time I help somebody, I build playlists of stuff so that at least they all get.
And do they go and look at it?
They do.
Good. Sure. You're going to lots of effort.
Yeah, trying. Yeah, so you want to create that quick. So let's try plan B. Okay. So I'm just going to grab this stuff and I'm going to isolate this quickly. So let me just record this as well. Yeah, I won't make that same mistake I made yesterday, huh? OBS. Let me just open Sky. I'm just going to change this to start recording. I'm just going to record this locally, okay? Oh, wait a minute. It was streaming again. Stop streaming. You will be able